Hello there, it's another time with the Power Circuit. This program is brought to you by the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN. I am Amara Agogoesi. Let's get through today's program. Minister of Power, Engineer Bubakar D. Aliyu, meets King of England during energy meeting in Germany. Federal government activates TCN Servicom unit to improve service delivery. TCN delivers 6 power transformers to Port Harcourt, Efurun, Ugwaji and New Haven transmission substations. TCN crew successfully executes maintenance exercise on 132 kV Kubwa to Suleja transmission line in Abuja. As part of his activities at the Berlin Energy Conference in Germany, Nigeria's Minister of Power, Engineer Bubakar D. Aliyu, exchanged pleasantries with the King of England, King Charles III.
The Minister of Power, Engineer Aliyu, greeted King Charles III in company of German President Frank-Walter Steinmeier. This was during a meeting with the world leaders in the areas of energy and environment in Germany. The minister canvassed for foreign direct investment in area of renewable energy development in Nigeria. The country already has a robust energy transition plan said to be the foremost in Africa. Nigeria also targets a Vision 30-30-30 that seeks to increase the national electricity grid to 30,000 megawatts by 2030, with 30% of that coming from renewable energy sources.
The Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, has inaugurated its Servicom units to ensure effective public service delivery. The Power Circuit brings you the reports.
Servicom, which stands for Service Compact with All Nigerians, was formally instituted on the 21st March 2004 as a machinery for ensuring effective public service delivery in Nigeria by all ministries, departments and agencies of government. Speaking at the event, which was held at the TCN headquarters, Abuja, the Managing Director of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, Engineer Dr. Sule Ahmed Abdulaziz, who was represented at the event by the Executive Director, Human Resources and Corporate Services, Barrister Justin Dodo, expressed his delight on the resuscitation of Servicom in TCN.
Servicom is not new to NEPA, PACI, but in the course of the transition, maybe we did not remember to continue with the tradition of Servicom. So now it has become necessary that we go back to the days of Servicom in NEPA. So I'm happy to be part of this history of resuscitating Servicom.
Engineer Abdulaziz stated that TCN was making a lot of efforts to improve self-assessment on service delivery, among other strategies to move the company to greater heights, just as he tasked the TCN staff towards commitment to improving service delivery.
If you're in the public service, you're equally accountable to the public for the manner in which you perform. So Servicom is all about the way you perform. I think some months ago, VPSR, Bureau for Public Service Reforms, they were here and we were taught how to assess ourselves. We are developing a tool to help us as public service to assess our performance. But this one is external, while that of BPSR is internal. So you see, they're trying to complement internally. If you think you're doing well, somebody should be able to tell you it's either to confirm you're doing well or you're not doing well. So that is the idea of setting up Servicom. TCN aspires to be one of the leading electricity transmission companies in the world. And in order to achieve this vision, our company interfaces with several stakeholders, participants and customers both within Nigeria and the West African sub-region. To ensure continuous, effective and efficient service delivery to all category of persons who interface with our company, there is need for us to monitor and manage the performance expectation gap between government and citizens as well as other members of the public on issues of service delivery. This is where Servicom is of great importance to us, as it will enable TCN to gauge the effects or implications of the operations of the company on stakeholders and the general public, and continuously improve service delivery to the relevant stakeholders, the general public, and the entire nation.
The national coordinator of Servicom, Mrs. Nnenna Akajemeli, said the charter would lead to effective service delivery in power sector, as he noted the efforts of TCN in promoting service delivery.
Today's inauguration of the Servicom parastatal unit marks a critical step in our attempt to sustain service delivery initiative in TCN. And so it's important to note the efforts the management wants to stop here to commend the MD, CEO and his top management for taking this seriously. From the analysis of the existence of this organization, it shows that they have been thinking about improving and working to touch the lives of citizens and stakeholders who come to take service from this organization. So for that, please join me in appreciating the management of this unit. And all of these efforts is geared towards entrenching the culture of continuous and sustained service improvement in a very timely, efficient and effective manner to all the stakeholders they serve.
Speaking further, she noted that Servicom units will improve the commitment to service delivery by TCN. The Director of Reform Coordination and Service Improvement, Mrs. Titilayo Agbeyo, represented by an official in the Ministry of Power, expressed optimism about the unit as she tasked the TCN staff on deepening commitments to service delivery. The Assistant General Manager, Human Resources and Corporate Services at TCN, Mr. Musa Hudu, assured that the company will deliver in line with the expectations of the Servicom Charter.
We assure you that TCN's Servicom team will distinguish itself in line with the Servicom Charter.
Highlights of the event include the swearing-in session for the TCN Servicom unit members and the symbolic decoration of the representative of the MD, as well as group photograph.
The Transmission Company of Nigeria (TCN) has delivered 6 power transformers of various capacities to the Port Harcourt, Efurun, Ugwaji and New Haven transmission substations across 3 operational regions of the company.
TCN delivered a 100 MVA power transformer at the Port Harcourt transmission substation in Rivers State. The substation is also the regional headquarters of Port Harcourt region. The management of TCN also delivered the transformer accessories for the Port Harcourt Mains 132 33 kV transmission substation. At the 132 33 kV Efron transmission substation in Delta State, the company took delivery of a brand new 100 MVA power transformer to increase bulk power supply to distribution load centers within its coverage under the Benin region of TCN. The Efurun substation had earlier received accessories for the new 100 MVA transformer project, which is one of the TCN Japan International Cooperation Agency JICA substations expansion projects.
The plant we are seeing where a new 100 MVA is already put in place was having a 60 MVA capacity transformer before, which has been decommissioned in order to upgrade it to 100 MVA. Installation has already commenced because the transformer is already on the plate. So what is next for us to do is coupling, wiring, pre-commissioning tests, and final commissioning, and the transformer will put in service.
Upon completion of the Efurun transformer installation, the capacity of the substation will increase from 60 MVA to 160 MVA with the capacity to transmit 96 megawatts bulk electricity to Benin Electricity Distribution Company, BEDC's load centers, taking supply from Efurun substation.
The benefit of this transformer station is very high because the loading capacity of the station was low before. Right now we have increased the loading capacity. That means we can transmit bulk supply more supply to distribution company, that is BDC.
And under the Enugu region, TCN delivered a 60 MVA power transformer to 132 kV Ugwaji transmission power substation in Enugu State. A principal manager transmission at the Enugu region of TCN, Engineer Mado, said the power transformer also came along with its accessories.
Behind us, we can see an equipment, a transformer that just arrived at the station. The transformer is a 132 kV, 33 kV transformer meant for this station. The construction is ongoing. We can see the plant is ready. Having received this transformer, the next stage is to start the installation. We move it to the plant and start the installation of the transformer, the readiness of energization of the transformer, so that it will increase its capacity. And also we have the flexibility that if one goes out, we have the second one that will say carry the load. So this is what we've been asking for, and we are happy the management answered our request, and we are having them now.
The new 60 MVA transformer project is part of the ongoing TCN World Bank grid rehabilitation and reinforcement projects. On completion of the transformer installation, Engineer Madu said the capacity of the substation will increase by 48 megawatts and will be readily available to distribution load centers of the Enugu Electricity Distribution Company in the coverage area.
The benefit is not limited to Ugwaje community. From Ugwaje, the distribution company, they radiate power up to the neighboring states, Nemwe and the nearby communities. So it's not only going to benefit Ugwaje, it's going to benefit Enugu and part of Ebonyi State. We keep on thanking, in fact, what they are doing, the nationwide upgrade, is what we ask for, is recommendable. And we are happy, we are in maintenance. We are happy that we don't have a load limitation. The upgrade of the equipment will help us. The old ones will be phased out, and it will ensure stability in the system.
The Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, also delivered a brand new 150 MVA and 100 MVA power transformers to the 330, 132, 33 kV New Haven transmission substation in Enugu. The company also delivered a 60 MVA power transformer to the 132 kV section of the New Haven substation. According to the TCN management officials, the new transformers are also a part of the ongoing TCN World Bank funded grid expansion projects. On installation, it will increase the capacity of the substation by 120 megawatts on the 330 kV level and up to 80 megawatts on the 132 kV level at the New Haven substation.
The Power Circuit continues shortly. Kindly stay with us.
Verify that land before you buy it. To drastically reduce the incidence of building under the transmission right-of-way or encroaching on designated TCN land, members of the public are hereby requested to verify land near or along transmission line route before purchasing it. Verification should be made in the Land Development Authority or at the TCN office. This would help in drastically reducing the incidence of building under transmission line right-of-way and save us all the problem of pulling down the structure or truncating transmission line expansion projects in your community due to court injunction. Help us serve you better. Verify that land before you buy it.
The lines crew of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, has successfully executed a maintenance exercise on the 132 kV Kubwa to Suleja power transmission line in Abuja.
The lines crew working on the line to ensure that the fault on the line was cleared and also that bulk electricity transmission was uninterrupted. The Kubwa substation delivers bulk power to distribution load centers under the Abuja Electricity Distribution Company AEDC franchise areas in Kubwa, Deide, Buare and Dawaki districts. Commenting on the line maintenance exercise, a senior manager system lines of Gwagwalada sub-region of TCN, Engineer Emmanuel Ogorase, said the exercise was proactive to avoid interruption of bulk power through the line.
Presently, not that it has affected the transmission system, but if we have allowed this thing by tomorrow and it cuts, that means the whole of Suleja, the whole of Kubwa and Evaro will be in blackout until we replace this jumper cord. But due to our response, immediate response, I think we have saved a lot of megawatts, or there was no load loss in per se.
The lines crew checked through the lines, switchyard and all equipment of the 132 kV Kubwa substation, ensuring that they were in top shape before the system was restored. Also speaking, the Assistant General Manager Transmission at Gwagwalada sub-region of TCN, Engineer Ismaila Doguwa, said the team also maintained a 60 MVA power transformer at the Kubwa substation towards improving efficiency of the equipment.
We noticed there are changes in the insulation level of the transformer due to the frequent Bukos alarm. So every time about 3 or 2 is to receive a Bukos alarm. So, but there was no treatment that time. So in that respect, we say, okay, when we get time, we will not take this for granted, because that's how we lost some of our transformers, if you can see them. So that's how we get time and say, okay, let us have a thorough test and the maintenance. So we took the advantage and then tested the transformer. We realized that so much the insulation level has gone down seriously that we couldn't even attempt to bring the transformer back. That's why we went for the serious filtration Then afterwards, then we try again. So today we are energizing the transformer. We are putting it on the load, like expected to carry. This transformer is, is supplying. We have a DD feeder that's come from here up to around Ziba site, and also we have Dawaki. The Dawaki is around this area, covering about up to 27 megawatt. If you allow the feeder to take about 27 megawatt, could you imagine that feeder only taking 27 megawatt, 60 MB could you imagine? And then we have dam. The dam that is supplying water supply to part of Abuja, almost all of the Abuja. So now that during the outage period, we were able to be load shedding between the feeders. We have 6 feeders here. Yes. Yeah, so we have other ones that we are sharing within the 6 feeders. So this was small, but for today we want to have the full load.
With the re-energizing of the 132 kV Kubwa to Suleja transmission line, as well as the 60 MVA power transformer 2, the Kubwa substation was once again in optimal bulk power delivery status.
That's it for this edition. We urge you to always keep a date with us. Don't forget that we served you top reports today. Here are the headlines again. Minister of Power, Engineer Boubacar D. Aliyu, meets King of England during energy meeting in Germany. Federal government activates TCN Servicom units to improve service delivery. TCN is proving its mettle in the power transmission expansion drive. This company just delivered 6 power transformers to Port Harcourt, Efurun, Ugwaji and New Haven transmission substations. And the company has proactively executed a maintenance exercise on the 132 kV Kubwa to Suleja transmission line and the Kubwa substation in Abuja to forestall interruption of bulk power delivery in the capital city. The Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, would love to have your views, comments and responses on the TCN YouTube channel, TCN_Nigeria. If you're on Facebook, you can connect with us, Transmission Company of Nigeria. Are you on Twitter? Then it is at TCN_Nigeria. TCN is on Instagram, TCN_Nigeria. You can also reach out by email message via affairs.public@tcn.org.ng. The TCN website, tcn.org.ng, is also handy to provide more information on the company's operations. Together, we can help TCN transmit electricity in the most efficient and effective manner. I am Amara Agogesi. Have a good time.